Hi guys, what is up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are finally using this background for the first time today or on this channel. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you the 3 to 5 reasons why I won't be selling online anymore using Etsy. I'm here to help and give you all the information I can from my own personal experiences. Okay, so the first reason I wrote down on my iPad why I won't be selling anymore online is because of the bad customer experiences I had to deal with. So the main website I sold on was on Etsy, and say when I was at the peak of my store or my selling or whatever I'm trying to say, I had some pretty bad customer experiences. Now that is something I did not take into consideration when I first opened up my store. I figured people would be a lot nicer because it's online, you know, things like that. It won't, but oh, it was bad. So the orders I sold on Etsy, they all included tracking, and I could see when each and every one of them would be moving on a little map, when they would be getting delivered, if there was a shipping delay and stuff like that. You guys would not believe the amounts of time I've been told my order never came, I need a refund, when it says delivered. Now, I don't think every person who sent me that message was lying. You know, packages get stolen, things get delivered to the wrong door, things happen, you know. Amounts of times I would receive that message was honestly horrendous, and I started to believe that maybe I was doing something wrong shipping wise. But I contacted my local USPS because that's who I ship through, and they assured me that everything I was doing to ship these packages out would not lead them to be, you know, sent back to me or just like lost in the mail. And another reason why I will no longer be selling on Etsy is because the stuff that I sold didn't make me much of a profit. I was selling a small item that I sold for maybe like $3, and so just from that, you know, I would have my customers pay for shipping. I wouldn't pay for shipping for them, but even for selling them for like $3, I would barely make a couple of cents off of it. All the money I would make off of my store was going back into the store, so there was no take-home money. Another reason why I would not sell on Etsy is because Etsy is super strict about their policies. If you violate Etsy's policies at all, they might put your account on a hold. And what this means is that if you basically mess up, so let's say one of your products get copyrighted, let's say something gets taken down, you don't know why, Etsy will hold your funds for about 30 to 60 days. And the only time you will get your funds back is once the package is delivered or after 2 weeks from the order date. The reason why I had such a big problem with how Etsy did this to my store is because the money I was putting into the business was all the money I had. I didn't have a lot of extra cash just lying around at home. What I was making from Etsy is what I was putting back in, like I stated earlier. And so when I was getting no money back, it got to the point where I had to start using money that I would use to pay my bills and stuff like that to try and keep this Etsy store alive, which eventually led me to close it down because that's just crazy. Next reason why I would not sell on Etsy anymore is because it was just really stressful. When your store gets to the point where it starts to take off, for one person it can be a lot. It can be very overwhelming. If you can, find a trustworthy business partner that you could build this business with. Trying to do everything on your own is just so stressful. At least for me it was. Maybe like I'm clearly just not made for this business, but for me it was very stressful. Going along with that, my next reason why I couldn't do it anymore is because when I first started this Etsy store, I was working part-time. I had the time to put into the business, but then I made the mistake of switching to full-time at my job, and it took away all the time, all the energy I had to put into my Etsy store. Once I switched to full-time, that's when I ended up closing down my store. The next and the last reason why I wouldn't recommend selling on Etsy, because I experienced a lot of creative blocks. I did not know what else I wanted to sell on my Etsy store. I didn't know what more to create, and it got to the point where it would stop being a fun hobby of mine and more of a stressful, like every time I heard a notification on my phone from Etsy, I was like, I didn't even want to look. I just didn't want to be reminded of that store being on my shoulder. Obviously, everyone's business is different, everyone's mindset, and everyone's goals are different. Just because selling online did not work out for me doesn't mean it won't work out for you. And honestly, you will never know until you try it out. So don't let what I said stop you. It might be the complete opposite for you. Don't be afraid to try new things, and if they don't work out, they don't work out. At least now you know, and you won't look back saying, oh, I wish I would have just tried, you know. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more. And please comment what videos you would like to see next. Thank you.